The Ron Zuckett Show, normally seen in prime time during the week, will not be seen tonight in order so Retro Sports Network can bring you this Thanksgiving Day special. And from the Silverdome in Detroit and Pontiac, Michigan, it's the Denver Broncos and Detroit Lions. Thanksgiving Day 1978 as our 1978 NFL replay continues. It's a big one. The Broncos are tied for first in the AFC West. This is the first Week 13 game. Next Tuesday, we'll feature Washington and Dallas as part of our regularly scheduled broadcast. But the Broncos are tied for first in the AFC West, and the Lions are just a game out of first in the NFC Central. This is a big game for both teams. And besides, who doesn't want to spend their Thanksgiving with the Detroit Lions? You usually have a better day than they do. All right, so Norris, and should I tell you, OG, that it's Norris Weiss's quarterback? The good news is you faced Gary Danielson, and hope that wherever you spend the holiday on Wednesday or tomorrow, Thursday, that you have a good time and you watch some football and eat some turkey and tell people that you love them. So, without further ado, let's have some violence tonight, shall we? Denver is in white with the blue helmets and those kind of strange pants, and they're going from left to right, no wind, obviously. Thompson will return for the Lions. We've not had the Lions in this replay. We featured Denver a couple times already, and Bronco fans are nervous as anything being featured on national television on Thanksgiving Day. John Turner, who has nothing to be impeded by on the artificial surface, is ready to kick. The Lions in their Honolulu blue and silver already, and Santa Claus has passed through Times Square and all that, and hope that you enjoyed the Charlie Brown popping the Lucy's cherry balloon earlier. And with that, we're underway. Turner gets it away. It's short. It's going to be taken at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Inside the 32-yard line before Nyard makes a tackle. It is Jesse Thompson. Jesse Thompson on the return. And so let's meet the Detroit Lions. It's Barney Bussey. It's Dexter Bussey at one running back. Horace King is the other running back. If you've watched some of Al's 1980 Action PC tournament, some of these people might look familiar to you. Gary Danielson is your quarterback, and he's actually a decent one. 57% passer in 1978. Luther Blue is the wide receiver to the near side of your screen. And Freddie Scott is the one on your far side of the screen. Bussey off tackle left from the 32, and he gets it to the 33 before Rizzo makes the tackle. Baldischweiler. That's not a name you want to say 5 times fast. Try to do the block. And in fact, he's the left tackle, Carl Baldischweiler. Lynn Bowden is the left guard. Larry Terry is your center. Homer Elias is your right guard. And Brad Oates, no Hall, is your right tackle. 2nd and 8. King off tackle right. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Denver, if you were with us Tuesday, played a whale of a game against the Cleveland Browns and fell short. 22-19 in overtime. A game that will not be talked about ever again. At least the Broncos are still in first. 3rd and 7 for the Lions. This will be their first throw of the game. And it'll be Freddie Scott on a medium slant. Danielson under pressure. He looks. He gets it to Bussey at the 35. And he gets it to the 39 before Rizzo makes the tackle. So 2 tackles for Joe Rizzo. And Detroit will punt 4th and 3 from their own 39. We have no recollection of that game. It does not exist. That's right. It does not exist. So Detroit will punt. Tom Scaladany, or Scaladany is there. Rick Upchurch will return it. He's the primary returner for Denver. And so it'll be fielded at the 21 to the 25, 30, 35, 40. Good return. 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Hopefully no flags. That's a touchdown. Rick Upchurch scores. An 81-yard punt return from Rick Upchurch makes it a very happy Thanksgiving early for Denver. 6-0. That's the first return for a touchdown I've had in this replay. Jim Turner comes out for the extra point. Not even he could botch it indoors. And so with 12:43 to go, it's Denver 7, Detroit nothing. Kick is taken as Turner boots it away at the goal line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Rizzo makes a tackle at the 33. That's a wow. That's a definite wow. Rick Upchurch was a heck of a player. Let's meet the Denver defense. From left to right, Barney Chavis, the left defensive end. Reuben Carter is your defensive tackle. Lyle Alzado is the right defensive end. Bob Swenson, the left outside linebacker. Randy Granishire, hi Tribe fan, how are you? Randy Granishire is one of your middle linebackers. Joe Rizzo, who's made 3,000 tackles already, is your other middle linebacker. And Tom Jackson, who had a very good game in the game that can never be mentioned again, is the right outside linebacker. Louis Wright is the left corner. And Steve Foley is the right corner. Bill Thompson is the strong safety. And Bethard Jackson is, hi, how you doing? It's good to have you here. Bernard Jackson is the free safety. So 1st and 10 again for the Lions. They trail 7-0 after that punt return. Bussey off tackle left. Danielson with a handoff across the 35. Granishire makes a tackle at the 39-yard line. Alzado had him in the backfield, but Bussey broke loose. Nice to see you again, itinerant. So 2nd and 5 for the Lions. And we're going to throw it. We're going to go medium slant to the tight end hill. Danielson under pressure already, and Alzado hits him in the blind side. A loss of 5. I don't believe the boos. It's Thanksgiving. There's nobody there. No, that's not true. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Lions with 11:48 to go. And they'll go 3 wide. King is the now lone setback. And Jesse Thompson is the third wide receiver. Short pass in the flat to Horace King. Danielson this time has protection, and he's going to run. 35. Jackson makes a tackle after a gain of 4, and Bowden for the Lions is shaken up, the left guard. Hickman comes in, and Bowden's return is doubtful. So again, the Lions will have to punt. 4th and 6. And so Scaladany comes out. Upchurch and Preston ready to return it. Again, Denver will return this one from inside their 20. It worked for them the last time. I believe that's Upchurch. At the 23. And he's tackled at the 24. It's a gain of 3. And so Upchurch's average is down to just a disappointing 40.5. 1st and 10 from the Broncos from their own 24. And it's Norris Weiss is your quarterback. Otis Armstrong and John Keyworth are your running backs. The Broncos actually use 6. From left to right, Claudie Miner, Steve Schindler, who was hurt early last week. Bobby Maples is a starting center. He's a replacement. Paul Howard is the right guard. Tom Neville is the right tackle. And Riley Odoms, who's the heart of this Denver passing game, the tight end. He's got Jack Doblin and Haven Moses. Sweep left for Armstrong. From the 24, across the 25 to the 30, or the 29 before Al Baker makes the tackle. And I believe Tribe Fan is right that that he was the last one to wear number 7 before John Elway. And that is one of the great stories in NFL history, Mr. Elway. The Lions, who we have not seen yet, play a 4-3. Dave Perfiore is the left defensive end. Doug English is the left defensive tackle. John Woodcock is the right defensive tackle. And Al Baker, who's an all-world defensive end, especially against the pass or for the sack. The linemen all rate as average. How about that? Paul Naumoff is the right outside. Ed O'Neill fills up the middle, and not the actor. Charlie Weaver. That's a different looking Charlie Weaver than was on the Hollywood Squares. He's the left outside linebacker. James Hunter is one corner. Luther Bradley is the right corner. Mike Burns is the free safety. And Jimmy Allen is showing up as the strong safety. 2nd and 5 for Denver. From their own 29, Keyworth will sweep it to the right. Weiss hands off, and Keyworth gets a block. There's a flag down. Weaver with a tackle after a gain of 3.
Personal foul. Defense. Number 59.
But Weaver
15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Leads with a helmet, and that's 15 yards. So Denver gets a first down, and now they have it from their own 47. They lead 7-0, if you just joined us, on a Rick Upchurch 81-yard punt return for a touchdown. So, short hitch to Riley Odoms. Weiss to throw it. Odoms has it, first down. He gets it to the 40. He's inside the 40 before Hunter can make the tackle at the 39 of Detroit. Denver driving again. Armstrong, sweep left to the far side. Gets a block, gets it to the 35 before English can make the stop. And it'll be 2nd and 6 from the Detroit 35. We'll have a game for you at least next Tuesday and one other game. But we were going to do an interview and just couldn't find anyone to interview. And instead of me looking at the camera, I said, why not? It's not Thanksgiving until the Detroit Lions play, as far as I'm concerned. And Denver, it ends up being a big game. So 2nd and 6. Keyworth on a pitch to the near side from the Lion 35. He gets a first down across the 25 to the 20, 15, 10. And Bradley will make a tackle at the 9-yard line. He saved a touchdown. Neville, the right tackle's the one that made the big block. And Keyworth ends up getting 26. So it's 1st and goal from the 9. So a short slant to Dalbin on 1st and goal. Weiss was going to run it. Nope, he's going to be sacked behind the line by O'Neill. Weiss knew he had to get rid of it. He was blitzed, and O'Neill comes in and makes the sack. 2nd and goal for the Lion 11. Keyworth on a dive from the 11, flag down. He gets it back inside the 10. Baker makes the stop.
Offense, number 67.
But Schindler tripped somebody. That's not good. And so it'll be 2nd and goal from the Lion 21. If you're wondering, I have it about halfway through the 2nd quarter before I slip up and call the Lions the Tigers. Just throwing it out there. Perrin is in for Keyworth. And Parith will go on the dive from the 21 just to get some better field position. It's a gain of 3. Woodcock with the tackle. And from there, it's a 50-50 kick for Turner if need be. They won't go 3 wide, but they will look to Riley Odoms. On a short slant, Weiss is blitzed. He is taken down in the backfield by Baker. It's a loss of 3, and Neville, the right tackle, is hurt. But he'll stay, and Al Baker You wonder why the Lions are that good? Well, that's his 15th sack of the year. And so it'll be a field goal kick from the 21. So Turner from 39 yards has a 48% chance of making this. 6-17 first quarter. Bucky Dilts will hold. Maples the snapper. Turner gets it away, drifting left and no good. So the turnover, or this time it doesn't hurt. There's no turnover. Pay attention, Ron. 5:39 first quarter. The Lions trail the Broncos 7-0. Trap right to King this time from Danielson from the 21, and he gets it to the 24 before Rizzo makes the stop. I think we've met everybody. Yeah, we have. So 4 tackles for Rizzo on a gain of 3. And remember, we're indoors, so there's no wind. 70 degrees. If I remember, visibility in the Silver Dome wasn't all that great. It always was kind of hazy in there. Luther Blue on a medium slant on 2nd and 7. Danielson is rushed. He throws, and Blue dropped it. King is out for the game. Uh-oh. The running back, and Kane is now in there. Rick Kane. He's a good receiver. King, I'm not even sure if he was touched. That might have been a non-contact injury. So the clock stops, 4:52, 3rd and 7 for the Lions. And Kane will take a short one in the flat. Danielson, and he dropped it. Tom Jackson hit him just beforehand, and it's a drop pass. So Detroit is forced to punt again. And another 3-and-out drive for the Lions. And Denver should get pretty good field positions. Scalladini will stand on his 9, get this one to Upchurch, I believe. And this is going to be good field position. Taking it to 39 at Denver and stopped at the 46. It's Larry Preston this time with a 7-yard, or Dave Preston, it's a 7-yard return. So Denver starts from their own 44. Rob Lytle is in with Perrin as Denver starts this drive. They lead 7-0. Lytle off tackle right. Handoff from Weiss is across the 45, and Woodcock will make the tackle at the 47. A gain of 3. So we're already a week and a half ahead. This is a week 13 game. Weiss, 2nd and 7. Pitch to Perrin, far side. And he stumbles across to the line of scrimmage before Al Baker makes the tackle. That's Al's 3rd. Tom Neville, the right tackle, did not make a good block. And it'll be 3rd and long for the Broncos. Haven Moses on a short slant. Weiss has time. He looks. Moses has it to the 40, 36-yard line. A gain of 16. They'll mark it at the 37. Luther Bradley on the stop. And another fresh set for the Broncos. Broncos win, they go to 9-4 and can be no worse than have the best record in the AFC West. If the Lions win, they are right in the thick of it with Green Bay and Chicago. And that really is a 3-way race where it's just going to be probably one playoff spot. So lots on the line for both teams here on this Thanksgiving afternoon. Lytle off tackle right from the 37 of Detroit. Gets it across the 35. Weaver makes the stop at the 33. 2nd and 6 for Denver. They will run the football, and they can run it well. Lytle, trap left from the 33, across the 30, 1st down. Inside of the 24, it's a gain of 9, and Schindler is injured again. He was injured in the game that we can't talk about, but he came back. His return is questionable, and Bain Bill Bain is now on at tackle, and he's not great. It's a first down for Denver from the Detroit 24. Moses on a long cross. Detroit blitzes. Weiss steps around it, but he runs out of time as O'Neal pulls him down by the neck. And O'Neal, who looks like he's trying out for a Bear Gorilla special, makes his second sack of the afternoon. And so it'll be 2nd and 18 for Denver from the Lion 32. Lytle on the draw. Nope. Detroit's going to blitz. Denver's going to audible. Flat pass to Perrin. Weiss looks, and it is intercepted by Weaver. No return, but Charlie Weaver makes his 4th interception of the year. And with 49 seconds to go, the Lions have it 1st and 10 from their own 29. So again, Busty and Kane. Kane is now in for King. Blue and Scott and Hill, the tight end, with Gary Danielson under center. Dexter Busty. Sweep right from the Lion 29-yard line. He gets across to 30, but that's about it. Chavis makes the stop after a gain of 2. And the Lions will run one more play here in the first quarter. Hill, the tight end on a short cross. Danielson is rushed. He throws it, and he throws it over Hill's head. And so again, the Lions I don't believe the Lions have a first down. They do not. They've run it 10 plays and are 0 for 3 on first down. Or on 0 for 3 on third down. I'll get it right one of these days. Medium cross to Freddie Scott. Last play of the quarter. Danielson looks, waits, throws it down to Kane, who catches it, but he's going to be short. Tom Jackson makes the tackle at the 36, and Schindler is going to come back in for the Broncos. After one quarter, it's Denver 7, Detroit nothing. Skladany is back to punt. We'll see who returns it for Denver. They'll return it from inside the 15. Only score of the game came on a Rick Upchurch punt return for a touchdown. Taken at the 20 to the 30, 35. And it's Upchurch again, this time with a 17-yard return. Pinckney makes the tackle for the Lions. Canada and Preston. The running backs, Moses Doblin, the wide receivers, Nordham's the tight end. 7-0 Denver. Canada on a trap right from the 34 across the 35. Burns makes a tackle at the 37. Hope you're enjoying this Thanksgiving special from Retro Sports Network, part of our ongoing 1978 NFL replay. 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Mike Burns made his first tackle of the game. We'll go Preston off tackle right. And he gets it to the 41 before 40. Spotted at the 40. Weaver makes the tackle. Denver wanted that at the 41. 3rd and 4 for the Broncos. Preston short flat from Weiss. He looks, and he holds onto it too long. Woodcock makes the sack with a loss of 5. So the Lions were playing the nickel, and Woodcock gets a coverage sack. Kind of hard to have a coverage sack on a little dinker in the flat. That's the 4th time that Weiss has found the turf here at the Silverdome. Bucky Dilt's back to punt. Thompson and Thompson are the returners. Dilt stands on his 20. Kick is away. Fielded by Thompson at the 28 to the 30, 35. And an 8-yard return for Jesse Thompson. And the Lions will take over at the 34. Hello, Al. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving to you. Hope that wherever you go tomorrow, that it's a day full of fun and food and family and some football for you. Luther Blue on a medium slant. Danielson is rushed. He throws it. It's deflected by Swenson and incomplete. So that is another incompletion for Danielson. He's now 2 for 6 for 9 yards. Bussey sweep to the right from the 34. And he gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No more. Barney Chavis on the tuck. Where is Emily? Well, Sarah's at work. And so Emily is behind me, and she's sound asleep. There will be no cats protesting for the ethical treatment of football players this afternoon or this evening. And it's just Sarah and myself tomorrow. The people that we normally have come for Thanksgiving will join us on Sunday. So Sarah's doing a turkey breast. It's supposed to get down to 6 degrees here tonight in Burlington, Vermont. 3rd and 10. Coldest Thanksgiving in years up here. Thompson. Medium hitch. Danielson has time, and it's incomplete. Again, he threw it high to Thompson. And that will be an incomplete pass. So 4th and 10. And Tom Scaladini, who is working towards having a turkey leg all to himself, comes back out to punt. He'll stand in his 19. Good field position again for Denver coming up. And this will be fielded at the 29-yard line of the 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, Upchurch is having himself a game. 39-yard punt, 20-yard return. And so Upchurch has 4 returns for 121 yards. Below zero. Now, Al, in your part of Massachusetts, is that also a big day for high school football? I went to college with kids who grew up in the eastern part of the state, and that they were surprised when football season ended up here in early November. The rivalry games on Thanksgiving Day. Let's see, Moses. Medium out from Weiss, and Weiss takes a quick drop, and he's going to get sacked by Gay. And Weiss is hurt, but he'll stay in the game. I don't know who else Denver has. So that's the 5th sack of the day for Norris Weiss. That Denver line isn't doing very well. Bill Gay with a sack. Lots of rivalry games. OG is playing a new game to him. He's played 3 or 4 turns on his channel, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. But apparently, he's got a nice setup. He's got it under some plastic so it doesn't get hurt. But apparently, from what Al's saying, no one's getting hurt in the game either. So 2nd and 12. Canada pitch left. From the 45, across midfield, 1st down and more, 40, 35. Allen knocks him down at the 31. It's a gain of 24. And so what the Broncos can't do in the air, they're doing on the ground. 12 carries for 87 yards. 1st and 10, 10:58 to go, first half. 7-0 Denver. Nice play. It's amazing they can protect the run, but Weiss has taken a sack 5 times. This time it's Preston on a trap right. From the Lion 31, and he gets across the line of scrimmage to the Lion 25. Nomoff makes a tackle for Detroit. Preston 2 carries for 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 4 from the Detroit 25. Preston, short one in the flat. Let's see if Weiss can throw this one. No, he's in trouble again, and Woodcock knocks him down. And Woodcock has 2 sacks today. And Red Miller is livid. His offensive line is like good Swiss cheese. It's just holes everywhere, and Weiss is holding the ball too long. I'm not putting Penrose in the game, if you're wondering. Those are the specifics on Weiss. So 3rd and 11, and as Al's correct, it's open fire is the game that OG is playing. The original Grognard has some good stuff on his channel and a lot of hex-based wargaming. Fun to watch. Wish I was smart enough to play it. So on 3rd and 11, in comes Upchurch as the third receiver. They need 11. Medium hitch to Upchurch, and Detroit calls time. Don't see a lot of 3 receiver sets in the NFC Central. Now we're going to go with a medium slant. This time he's got time. He dumps it down to Canada, gets across the 30 to the 25. He cuts inside for a first down, and it's a gain of 12. Mike Burns with a tackle. How you doing, dog? Good to have you with us. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos from the Lion 20. Off tackle to Canada on 1st and 10 from the 20. 15. English makes the tackle after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for Denver from the Detroit 15. 8:23 to go, first half. Dolbin on a medium slant. Weiss looks to throw. He gets it off. Incomplete. Allen with good coverage there, and Weiss didn't have his chance. 3rd and 5 for the Broncos, and if you're wondering field goal, it's about 50-50 from here. They're going to run it. They're going to try it. Preston on a pitch to the far side, and he gets across one blocker, but not a second. And it's taken down right at the line of scrimmage, and out comes Jim Turner before the kick. 4th and 5. Turner has a 53% chance. Dilts will hold, and it'll be Maples to snap. Turner's already 0 for 1. Kick is up. Kick is drifting right, and it is no good. He missed from 32. Are you kidding me? So with 6:58 to go in the first half, it's Denver 7, Detroit nothing. They'll have the football after I take a drink. So Detroit hopes to do something this drive. It's 14 plays from scrimmage for a net of 21 yards. That's not a very good average. Detroit has beaten Norris Weiss to a pulp. But Denver leads on the scoreboard 7-0. You know, we had someone on yesterday, Al, who just bought the game and actually asked if someone missed an extra point. And we got talking about John Smith. Should have mentioned Jim Turner. Holy crap, is he bad. Medium slant to Luther Blue. Danielson is in trouble. He'll dump it off to Blue has it for a first down at the 30. A gain of 11, and if memory serves me correctly, that's the first down for the Lions. It is. It is the first down for the Lions. They are very lucky to be only down 7-0. Rick Kane. Off tackle left. From the 31, Kane. Stopped at the 31 by Randy Granishire. That's the second tackle for Randy. And the first in a while. He had 18,000 in the overtime game that we can't talk about. So 2nd and 9. Dexter Bussey says, trap left for me, please. Danielson gives it to him. Bussey gets across the 35, and Granishire makes the tackle up by the ankle. At the 37, they keyed for Bussey, and he got 5 yards. Actually, no, I didn't do that. I did Houston in New England yesterday. No, I didn't. Whatever game I did yesterday was a good one. A lot of people watched. I don't remember. Hill. Short slant to the tight end, Hill. Danielson waits. He throws it, and he throws it into coverage, and it's incomplete. Intended for Kane, but there was a lot of white shirts around, and so they'll punt. 4th and 4. And so the busiest man in Detroit outside of the Stroh's vendors is Tom Scaladini. He'll punt this from his 22, and that's a boomer. I don't think this is being returned. It is rolls dead at the 1-yard line, a 62-yard punt. And now Denver's got to be careful because they can't protect Weiss to save their lives. And so they'll go a triple tight end set. Dolbin moves in as a tight end. They're not throwing out of this. Just get the ball out there. They're going to give it to Larry Canada on a sweep to the right from the 1-yard line. He gets out of the end zone and he gets it to the 8-yard line. A 7-yard run. Woodcock with a tackle, his 5th. And Preston comes back in 2nd and 3. Sweep left for Dave Preston to the other side. Gets around the blocker and then is taken down by O'Neal after a loss of 2, 3rd and 5. And Denver isn't gonna try a pass. They are not gonna give up the safety. Preston on the dive from the 6. The line moves it, and it'll be a gain of 3. They'll spot it at the 9. And Diltz will stand in his own end zone for the punt. Thompson back to return it. Should be good field position for the Lions. In fact, this will be their first play from inside Denver territory. Taken at the 49 and brought down by Rizzo at the Denver 45. So with 2:26 to go in a half, it's Denver 7, Detroit nothing. And as Al would say, this one's turned into a slob knocker. Blue on a medium slant. Danielson rolls right. He's rolling. He dumps it down. Incomplete to Bussey. 2:18 to go. 2nd and 10. Bussey. Lock tackle left from the Denver 45. He gets some room down across the 40. Granishire knocks him down after a gain of 9. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Detroit has 2 timeouts left. It is 3rd and 1 for the Lions from the Denver 36, and I'm not sure who's kicking for Detroit. But he's not in field goal range yet. Bussey will get this one, and he wants it on the dive. And so he gets it from Danielson, and he gets the first down. He gets 3 all told. John Grant with the tackle. They'll go hurry up. Flat to Bussey. Danielson throws incomplete. So Gary Danielson is 3 for 11 on the half with 20 yards. That is not good. And no matter what the error is, that is not good. Norris Weiss is 3 for 5, but he's been sacked 5 times. And so the only score of the game so far was that Upchurch's 81-yard touchdown return on the first series of the game. 2nd and 10, Denver 33. Hill, short cross. Danielson has time, but Thompson gets a hand on it and can't make the pick. They keyed Bussey. Bill Thompson got a hand on it, and Danielson is having, well, it's like he already found the eggnog. This has been a bad game for him. 3rd and 10. 3 wide for the Lions. Freddie Scott. We're going to do a medium fly. Danielson Has time. He waits. He throws. Scott has it at the 5 and he scores. And so he waited for Scott to break, and Scott turned that into a bomb. A 33-yard touchdown pass puts the Lions on the board with 1:24 to go. And the extra point is up, and it is barely good. Benny Ricardo hooked that one around the left side. So it's Detroit 7, Denver 7. So Ricardo will kick. Yep, that's a TD. Don't remind the OG. He's going to nuke you now, Al. Whatever game you're going to play, he's going to get nuclear weapons involved. And if you didn't like Monty before, you're not going to like him after that. Ricardo gets this kick away. Denver will get it to start the second half. Taken at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Lonnie,
receiving team.
Granishire gets called for the block. And so there's no return. 1st and 10 for Weiss and company at the 9-yard line. 1:17 to go. Going to try a medium slant to Moses. Detroit blitzes, which is the right call. Al's having flashbacks from his 1980 tournament. Screen to Canada. You really can't get sacked doing a screen, can you, Norris? No, Canada catches it. Flag is down. He gets back to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of nothing, actually.
Holding offense number 50.
And Maples, the center, gets called for the hold. Half the distance, spotted at the Denver 4. And if you couldn't hear that from Massachusetts, Benny Ricardo was my kicker when I played at the Saints in 1980. I imagine at the Red Sox fan house there's a bunch of swearing going on. 1st and 15 from the Bronco 4. And they'll go 2 tight end set. Canada and Odoms and Moore together. Preston. Off tackle left with 1:06 to go in the half. He gets to the 5. And that gets him to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Denver isn't going to stop it. 2nd and 11 for the Broncos. Now they go 3 wide. Upchurch. Medium hitch. Weiss is blitzed. He waits. He jumps it down to Canada at the 10. Canada at the 15. Gain of 8. 31 seconds, and that's the half. We're not going to risk anything else. So Denver will get the second half kick. Hope you're enjoying this. If you're new, hit that like button and subscribe. Here's another trick that Al taught me. You really can't see them all, but at least gives you the scoring summary. Good first half of football. And if you're wondering how the skill players are doing, don't let that 4 for 6 for 50 fool you. Weiss has found an awful lot of turf in his stuffing tonight. And Danielson's terrible. 4 for 13 for 53. Woof! So it'll be Perrin is a deep man. He stands at as a. Jackson and Upchurch are the other returners. Benny sailing away, and Ricardo was ready to kick from the Lion 35. There, I made the slip. Taken at the 9, 20, 30, 35, 36-yard line. Washington with a tackle. Good return for Perrin. And we're going to bring in Lytle and Perrin this time around. Are the setbacks with Weiss. Odom's your tight end. Moses and Dalvin. Denver starts from their own 36. All right, Al. Enjoy listening. So Denver going from left to right in their white jerseys with those orange pants that they wore in the 70s. And their and their blue helmets. The Lions, Honolulu blue and silver. with silver pants and the silver helmet with a lion on it. Lytle on a sweep to the left from the 36, gets to the sideline, gets it to the 40. Baker takes a couple times to make the tangle. English is the one you see limping off there, and he is replaced by Cook, I believe. English will be back in about 10 plays. 2nd and 5 for the Broncos. Thanks, Arnold. Glad to have you with us. 7-7 tie on this Thanksgiving Day. Dolbin on a medium slant. Weiss is sacked again. Baker now has 16 on the year, and Odoms is hurt. So if sacks were official in 1978, Baker is gunning for the record. There's 3 weeks after this one, remember. 16 on the year and 2 today, and for Weiss, that's the 7th time he's hit the turf. He better get whatever piece of the chicken he wants, or hopes that Red Miller breaks a wishbone or something like that, or runs them in a wishbone. 3rd and 16 for the Broncos. 3 wide. Upchurch. Medium hitch. Weiss throws it to Upchurch. He's going for a first down. He dives for it. He does not have it. He gets 15. He needed 16. And so Denver will punt. So Upchurch's good day continues. He got 98% of that. And so, but out comes Bucky Dilts from the Denver 45. 14-32, 3rd quarter. Dilts will botch the snap, and Woodcock has it. It was a high snap, and Dilts tried to run with it. And that went over about as well as letting your 5-year-old stuff a turkey. And it's a loss of 6. Woodcock makes the tackle. What a mistake for Denver. And this game, if the OG is still watching, is heading into ones we can't talk about. So 13:52, 3rd quarter, 7-7, Detroit and Denver. We'll do the Washington-Dallas game, but that will be part of our regular lunchtime replay next week. Dexter Bussey on a pitch to the near side on 1st and 10. Gets some blocking across the 30. He's going to reach for a first down, but he fumbles it. Granishire strips it out, and Rizzo falls on it. A fumble recovery by Denver, and both teams now have a turnover. So Granishire makes up for that holding call. Now it's 5 tackles and a forced fumble, and it's 7-7. 13:42, 3rd quarter. So Riley Odoms is back. Medium hitch from Weiss from the Denver 28. And he rolls. He looks in. He's got Odoms for a first down at the 40. And he goes for midfield before Hunter can make the tackle at the 48. So 1st and 10 from the Broncos from their own 48. Again, Perrin and Lytle on this drive. And Perrin will get a sweep to the far side on 1st and 10. He does not get to midfield. Al Baker, Detroit says it's a fumble. That's what that noise is, but Red Cashin says, he was down. And so there's no fumble. And so the 80,000 here at the Silver Dome are disappointed. 2nd and 10, no gain, clock running, under 12.5 to go. 3rd quarter. Lytle off tackle left. And heel cross midfield, gets it into Lion territory before Perifiore makes the tackle. English, the starting left defensive tackle, is back in the game for the Lions. 3rd and 7 for Denver from the Detroit 49. Under 12 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 7-7 score. Dolbin. Medium fly. Weiss rolls to his left. He dumps it to Lytle, who crosses the 50. He goes for the first down. He's got a gain of 6. He's going to be short. And you're not kicking from here. It's Jim Turner. If you're kicking from the 10, he'd probably miss. So Denver, triple tight end set. They're going to go. Perrin says off tackle right. And they're going to run it. Everyone's up on their feet to give to Perrin. He's got the first down. He gets a couple more. It's a gain of 3. They'll spot it at the 40-yard line. So Lytle and Moses come back in. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 5 plays, 32 yards. Let's see what we can do for Moses. Medium slant to Haven Moses. Weiss again. This time he has time. Bradley gets a hand on it. Nomoff intercepts it. And he'll bring it back to the 29-yard line. That's Paul's 3rd interception of the year. And a gain of 16. So there is life for the Lions again. But they have to find a way to move the football. They've not done that. Medium fly to Freddie Scott. Denver blitzes. Danielson picks up on it. Throws a bomb. Scott has it at the 40. To the 30. 25. Louis Wright makes a tackle, but not before the Lions get 47 yards. Freddie Scott has made 2 big catches for 80 yards today. And that's 80% of the Lions' passing offense. 1st and 10 from the Bronco 24. And Benny Ricardo says, yep, 65% chance for me from there. Bussey pitched left, but there's a flag down.
False start.
Ooh.
Offense. Number 61.
Elias, the right guard,
First down.
moved early. 1st and 15 for Detroit from the Denver 29. Bussey will get a screen on the audible. Danielson picks it up. He throws. Bussey's got it at the 35 to the 30. 25. Gradishire makes the tackle, but not before gain of 7. So 2nd and 8 for the Lions from the Denver 22. Payne. Off tackle left on 2nd and 8. And he will get it to the 20-yard line before Jackson can make the tackle. That's 3 for Tom. Lions 2 for 8 on 3rd down. 3rd and 5, you kind of can do whatever, but Detroit will throw it. Blue. Short cross to Luther Blue. Danielson has time. He throws it into double coverage, and Tom Jackson picks it off. He gets a gain of 14. That's the 6th for Tom on the year. And the Lion drive is thwarted. Give it to Denver on their own 29. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. And Denver is going to try to figure out the best way to break this tie. Medium out to Haven Moses is what they're going to try here. Weiss has time. He's well protected. Moses has it for a first down. 45. Midfield in the Lion territory. Weaver makes the tackle after a gain of 23. So Weiss's numbers on the surface look great. He's 8 for 11. He's thrown for 114 yards. But he's been sacked 7 times and thrown 2 interceptions. Perrin pitched to the far side from the Lion 48. And the Lions read that one well. English stopped him at the line of scrimmage. Not that I'm going to do a commercial for these folks, but if you were on the Action PC mailing list, the Black Friday specials went out today. And if you are in need of some seasons, there are some good deals. Every game will be on sale, and the Holiday 6-pack's a good one too. So check your email or shop.dksports.com for all the details. Stratomatic, as far as equal time is concerned, 25% off any order from them between now and Monday. And saw some others, but those were the big two. So if you see any Black Friday or Cyber Monday sales you see, put them in the chat. Don't put links unless you're Al or Dog, I think. If your name is in blue, you can do that. Just, write them down. All right, 2nd and 10, 7:23, clock running, third quarter, 7-7. Lytle, trap right. And he gets it to the 45 before Naumoff makes a tackle, a gain of 3. So 3rd and 7 for the Broncos. Remember, if they win, they go 9-4, and they get 10 days off because they're playing on Thanksgiving. The Lions, with a win, will hold on to that gaggle with the Packers and the Bears for the NFC Central. And because it looks like the NFC West leader is below 500 and might finish below 500, whoever wins the Central is going to get a home game in the playoffs. Dalbin. Short hitch. Detroit blitzes. Screen to Lytle. And Weiss looks around and it's incomplete. That's a terrible throw. It bounced about 2 feet in front of him. So 4th and 7, Dilts will come back out to punt. 5:56. Al says, always check the Christmas link. Also, when it comes up on Dave Cook Sports, yeah. It was mailed today. It was emailed today. So if you're on the list, it's there. And if you're an APA player, if you're an APA Go player, the 2018 cards have been released. There. Bucky Dilts will punt. He stands at the Denver 40. Thompson will let this roll from inside the 10. This will not be returned. And it will roll dead right at the 10-yard line, or the 9-yard line. 36-yard punt. And Detroit comes back out. 5:49 third quarter. 7-7 the score. Medium slant to Luther Blue. Danielson is blitzed. He rolls out of the pocket. He looks, and Rizzo gets a hand on it, incomplete. So from the 9-yard line, it'll be 2nd and 10. Also, throwing this out here, if you have my email address, have nothing to do tomorrow night, and just want to shoot the stuff on camera, send me an email. It's just the wife and I, and she's going to have enough of me by tomorrow night, I'm sure. Sweep left to Rick Kane from the 9. And Denver read that one all the way. Alzado knocks him down at the 7. It's a loss of 2. So 3rd and 12 for Detroit. They can't do anything. The Orange Crush has done its job. Except for that one possession. What can we do with David Hill? Short slant from the 7-yard line, from the end zone. Danielson has it deflected by Thompson, intercepted by Jackson. He's going to get about a yard. But that was a terrible pass. And Tom Jackson gives Denver a 1st and 10 from the Lion 13. Dalbin, let's see. Short cross from the 13. Weiss has time, and Woodcock gets a hand on it, but it's incomplete. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. And maybe the one-play drive was not a good idea from there. Keyworth and Armstrong come in. 2nd and 10. Keyworth. Off tackle right from the 13, and he gets it to the 10-yard line. They won't give him forward progress. Weaver makes the tackle at the 11, so it's 3rd and 8 for Denver. And even for Turner here, it's not a gimme, 57%. So a medium slanted Dobbin. They want 7 here. They don't want to rely on that. You didn't get the Strat email? I got it yesterday, I think. I haven't bought for them in years. Weiss is going to get sacked. There wasn't anyone there. And Red Miller, that's English on the sack, Doug English. Red Miller, his face matches the hair color. He is steamed beyond belief. I don't know if Weiss just is taking too long, if the line isn't holding, but 8 sacks. And now on 4th and 12 from the 15, it's Turner again. 33-yard attempt. Basically, it's flip a coin. Dilts to hold it. Turner to kick it. And this time it is good. So if you give him enough chances, it was low. And it barely goes through. So Bronco fans can breathe. 3:23 to go, third quarter. Denver 10, Detroit 7. Thompson, Kane, and Thompson. Thompson is the deep man. Well, it won't matter because it's 5 yards deep and not even Detroit will run it back. So 3:23 to go in the third. Kat has woken up. And we're going to hear from her. And so, Phyllis George, what's your impressions of this Thanksgiving Day game? Emily doesn't talk to cameras, but being that she is a cat, she's a huge Detroit Lion fan, Carolina Panther fan, and a Jacksonville Jaguar fan. And you really don't care, do you? All right. So 1st and 10, and she walks across the computer. So if the cat calls a play, nope, she can't call a play. And she didn't shut off the stream. That's great. Off tackle left for Rick Kane from the 20. And he gets to the 25 before Gradishire can knock him down. Give him 6 yards, actually. 7 tackles for Randy. The Lions, by the way, have averaged 292.2 yards a game, which comes to me as a great surprise. But they allow 274.8, which does not surprise me a great deal. 2nd and 4. Dexter Bussey on a trap to the right side, and he is stopped by Chavis for a gain of 4. First down. Detroit hasn't had many of those. And our key graphics say that's the 5th Lion first down. They are 2 for 10 on 3rd down, but so is Denver. So from the 30-yard line, our game next Tuesday will be Washington and Dallas, and then a birthday special somewhere along the line because the Sunday of week 13 was my 7th birthday, which tells you I'm old. Bussey, pitch to the left, pitch to the near side from the 30-yard line. And Denver sniffed that one out. Tom Jackson will bring him right down to the line of scrimmage. So Bussey, 10 carries for 41 yards. Under 2 minutes to go. Ball on the Detroit 30. Lawrence Gaines comes in to run for Rick Kane. And Gaines will try trap to the right on 2nd and 10 from the 30. Gets a good block, and Chavis will knock him down after a gain of 7. Larry Teary, the center, makes the big hole. And it'll be 3rd and 3 for Detroit from the 37-yard line. Bussey. Pitch to the right. Denver sniffed that one out of the way. Bussey tries to find a seam. He reaches for the marker but can't get it. Gradishire knocks him out of bounds. 4th and 1. You're not going for it from your own 39. That's 8 for Gradishire. So Skladany comes out. Upchurch, who's had a whale of a day, is back to return it. From his 24, Skladany gets it away, fielded at the 23 of Denver, to the 30, before it is Preston this time, and it's an 8-yard return. Ow, 18 seconds left on the 40-yard punt. Keyworth and Armstrong on the backfield. And Keyworth will get a sweep to the far side from the Bronco 29. Gets across the 30, but that's it. Baker pulls him down right there, and that's the end of the third quarter. It's been a slop knocker on this Thanksgiving afternoon. We head to the fourth quarter. Adjust your cooking times accordingly. If you were timing this to go in, you only got a pound or two left. After 3, it's Denver 10, Detroit 7. So a question for the chat. We're going to do all 9 playoff games when we get there. Do you want it outside of the Super Bowl, which will be in prime time? How many of the other games do you want to see at night? We're talking Christmas, starting Christmas week, I think. I haven't looked, but remember, it's next week is this is a week 13 game, but next week is week 13, and so we only have a month before the regular season ends. So it's the first year of a wild card game. I'll probably do those at lunch, but you got the 4 divisional games, the 2 championship games, and the Super Bowl. So think about that as I think about what to run here on 2nd and 9. Otis Armstrong, sweep right. Near side. Gets to the sideline. Crosses the 30. Weaver makes a tackle at the 32. A gain of 2. 3rd and 7 for the Broncos. They've run it 29 times for 123 yards. It's time for Weiss to run it. No, you don't want that, Emily. Moses. Medium cross. Weiss. Line messes up, and that ball is loose. English forces the sack, and Howard jumps on it. So English now has 10 sacks. It's a loss of 8, and Denver is forced to punt. You can lay down. You know what to do. Yes, I love you too. And so again, Norris Weiss has been sacked now 9 times and fumbled twice. But yet, Denver 10, Detroit 7. Dilts from his 7. Punt fielded at the 40 and immediately tackle Thompson with the return, a 4-yard return. Payne with the hit. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions. They trail by 3 with 14:03 to go in the football game. Yes, the game's almost over, Em. Dexter Bussey, off tackle left from the Detroit 41, and he gets it to the 45. Hi, Phantomatic, how are you? Alzano with the stop. That's his 3rd tackle. Bussey, 47 yards on 12 carries. And 2nd and 6 for the Lions from their own 45. Bussey on a short flat. Danielson throws it incomplete. No wonder why Gary did a lot of television. This is just a debacle. They doubled, I was going to say they doubled Phantomatic, but that would be quite incredible. Unless Phantomatic's name is David Hill. And then at that point, you just never know. So it's 3rd and 6 for the Lions. Luther Blue on a short hitch. Denver blitzes. Danielson throws, complete to Freddie Scott for a 1st down. It's a gain of 9, and that's Scott's season high, 89 yards on 3 catches. And the cat settles on my lap, so we don't have to worry about anything for the next bit. So a fresh set for the Lions, and thanks, Al, for the reminder. Hit that like button and share, and sub and comment, too. Comments actually count for what YouTube wants to see. My numbers are down. Not because you guys aren't great, but I'm not hitting front pages anymore. Bussey off tackle to the left from the Denver 46. And they read that one right away. Reuben Carter, they blitzed, and he makes the immediate stop. If you're wondering how bad Danielson is, 7 for 20 right now for 116 yards. That's right up there in Ron Jecka territory for good quarterbacking. Lawrence Gaines will try the sweep to the right from the 46, gets to the sidelines, gets a little bit of a seam. Swenson knocks him down at the 42, a gain of 4. Hi, Mark. How are you? Lions got a shot. They trailed 10-7. Denver's touchdown came on a Rick Upchurch punt return in the first minute of the game, and then it was Freddie Scott on a 33-yard touchdown catch from Gary Danielson to give the Lions their points. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. And then John Turner, who can't hit a field goal if it's from the goal line, finally hit one for Denver. That's the difference if you're just joining us. 10-7 Denver. A happy Thanksgiving to you and all of you watching. Hope that your day tomorrow is fun and full of what you want. Luther Blue. Medium slant. Danielson is blitzed. He's blitzed. He looks. He throws. And Foley with an interception over midfield and inside Detroit territory. I'm going to bench Danielson. I've not benched a quarterback in this replay. Foley makes his 5th pick of the year. It's a 30-yard return. Let's watch the replay. Danielson who the hell was he throwing to? He threw it right into the Broncos secondary. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos from the Lion 40. And Brad can smell the turkey from this Thanksgiving game. Hey, Tony, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving. And if you're trying to learn Red Dead Redemption, our buddy Dog Vasinius has done a masterful job running through a replay of that on his channel. Go give that one a watch. The horses actually poop. It's great. What a fantastic game. Yet to the Eric Kipple. Not in 78. I don't think he's there in 78. So let's see. They need something. Norris Weiss isn't all that in a bag of chips either. Armstrong off tackle right. Never mind. It's coming from the kitchen. Perfiore makes the tackle after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Clock now under 11 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Denver 10, Detroit 7. Or as our friend Bob Cole says, Detroit. Is it Comlo? That's your buddy from the 80 tournament, isn't it? Keyworth off tackle left. And he gets it to the line of scrimmage before English makes the tackle. 8 tackles for English. Steve Schindler. That elevator couldn't make the block. 3rd and 7. And so Upchurch comes in as the wide receiver. Medium hitch to Upchurch, which is going to be taken
zone infraction. Defense.
Ooh. First one of those I've had.
Penalty. Repeat. 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 2. So I'll say this out again. If you have my email and you want to chat tomorrow night about 8:30 online for Thanksgiving, send me an email and we'll get together and we'll chat about the holiday. Just a fun little chat. Turkey, yeah. Your first game was Vikings-Lions about 2 weeks after this was played. That's cool. So 3rd and 2, Denver can run here. And it'll be Keyworth trap left. And Keyworth gets a 1st down and more inside the Detroit 30 to the 26. So 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs for the Broncos. Under 10 minutes to go. It's still a 1-score game. 10-7 Denver. Dalbin on a medium slant. Weiss has time. He throws. Dalbin has it at the 12. He gets to the 5 before Allen saves a touchdown. A gain of 21. They doubled Upchurch, which was the wise play. And Dalbin, that's his first catch of the game. for 21 yards, first and goal from the Lion 5. Mark Danielson, Mark tells us, threw 5 touchdown passes in that game. Gary Danielson. Gary Danielson hasn't done much except screw up in this one. So Otis Armstrong will try a pitch to the far side on first and goal from the 5. He turns the corner. He reaches. O'Neal knocks him down at the 1. So 2 tight ends set. Moore joins Odoms. Keyworth on a dive. And he leaps and gets in the end zone. So the Broncos have the touchdown. 7:51 to go. Here comes Jim Turner. Extra point from Turner is up, and it's right down Broadway. So Detroit has their work cut out for them. First, here comes Turner with a kick. They trail by 10, 7:51 to go. And it's Thompson from the goal line. 5, 10, 20, 28-yard line. And so first and 10 for the Lions, and we'll see if it's Kamalo or not. Oh, it's Greg Landry. And so the old wily veteran, Greg Landry, comes in as for the first time, I must have done about 27, 28 of these games, benching the quarterback. How about that? As fans leave in droves. So Greg Landry gets a chance here to do something with the Lions. They have plenty of time, all 3 timeouts and a half a quarter. And as Al says, he's a UMass grad. Played his college ball at Amherst. Dave Hill on the medium slant. Denver blitzes. Landry has time. Finds Hill. First down and more. 45-50, 45-40, 35, 34-yard line. The first play from scrimmage is a 38-yard pass. And the Lions are in business again. Bussey, pitch right. Nope. Screen pass on the audible. Landry waits. Has time. Has Bussey at the 40. Flag is down. Bussey will get about 2 yards.
Grabbing the face mask.
Oh,
Defense.
and it's on
Number
Grant
51,
Swenson.
15-yard
Granishire will get credit for the
first
tackle.
down.
I'm sorry there, Mr. Ref. Granishire gets credit for the tackle, but Swenson jerked on the face mask, kind of twisted it a little bit, and it's a gain of 15 more. So it's now first and 10 from the Denver 16. Is this going to be a Thanksgiving miracle? Bussey, trap left again from the 16. And he gets across the line of scrimmage. Alzano knocks him down at the 12. Second and 6. This team looks a lot different in just this one series. 4 plays, 60 yards, including that bad penalty by Swenson and the Broncos. Gaines. Sweep left from the 12. Second and 6. Goes to the near side to the sideline. And Denver had that one sniffed out. Swenson knocks him down for a loss of 2. Clock stop. 5:58 to go. Ricardo's chances of making this are 75%. Third and 8. They go 3 wide. We're not doing short cross. And he wants Freddie Scott. Freddie Scott is who Greg Landry is going to throw this to. Landry back to throw. He's blitzed. He dumps it down. Incomplete. And Baldeschweier is hurt for the Lions, the left tackle. But he stays in the game. Yep, this certainly was before Billy Sims and Barry Sanders. And so Ricardo, nice helmet hair in that picture, has a 75% chance of making this. Skladany is your holder, and Thierry is your kicker. And this will be from 31 yards. Kick is up. Kick is good. And so with 5:45 to go, it is Denver 17, Detroit 10. Denver is waiting for the kick. Got ourselves a good one. I'm glad I did this. I wanted to do both the Thanksgiving games. I said, nah, maybe not. But we will do them, just not both this week. Ricardo boots it away. Denver needs a score. Taken at the 5 by Perrin. At the 20, 30. Knocked down by Gallagher at the 34. Return of 28 yards. And it's 1st and 10 for the Broncos with 5:39 to go. Keyworth and Armstrong will stay to start this drive. And Keyworth will go off tackle right from the 34. And he gets nothing. Purfury makes a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 for Denver. Odoms on a short cross. Weiss looks, throws. Hunter got a piece of it, but there's a flag down.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 20.
He got a piece of.
First down.
He got a piece of. Who was it for? And it was a bad pass. I'm not sure who it was actually for, but Weiss is starting to feel it. And Miller is going to put Penrose in at least for one play. 1st and 10. Weiss is starting to feel it. He's been sacked 9 times. Armstrong off tackle right. And he gets to the line before, or gain of 2 before Baker makes the tackle. That's 10 for Baker. Purifoy. Okay. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. I really do. If you hear me pronouncing a name wrong, I was a kid during this era, and so a lot of the names I know, but some of them are new to me. So Purifoy. Penrose at least for one more play. 2nd and 8. Armstrong on a pitch to the right from Penrose, and Armstrong gets it to midfield. Weaver with a tackle, a gain of 4. 3rd and 4. And Weiss will come back in on the passing play. Big play here, under 4 minutes, 3rd down. Denver really needs a 1st down. They need to run as much of this clock as they can. Keyworth in a short flat. Here come the Lions. And Weiss is going to run for it, fumble it. O'Neal forces the fumble. Armstrong covers for Denver, and Weiss is just a hot mess. Mark chimes in because he's a Lions fan. We called this game the Lions Super Bowl because they never had a chance to get to the real one. For years we didn't eat until after the Lion game was over. We always ate during the Cowboy game because none of us really liked Dallas. If it was Thanksgiving, you watch the Lions. So Denver is going to be forced to punt. Bucky Dilts stands on his 36. The Lions are going to try to return this from the 17. They get it to the 20, 25. Flag down. The ball is loose. Detroit recovers, and there's no flag. They pick the flag up. And so, 1st and 10, 2:49 to go in regulation time. And the Lions have a chance to send this to overtime. Luther Blue on a medium slant. Landry is sacked by Carter. He had all day, but you got to throw it away. And so that's the first sack of Landry and Reuben Carter's first sack. 2:44. Clock running. 2nd and 19. Bussey in the flat. Landry again is rushed. Bussey has it at the 10. He gets to the 15. He runs it to the 20 before Swenson pushes him out of bounds with 2:11 left. So a gain of 6, 3rd and 13. You're obviously going for it here with 3 timeouts. So 2 down territory. Payne, the receiver for Detroit, out of the backfield. Blues, Scott, and Thompson. Freddie Scott, short hitch, flag down.
Defense.
And Denver gives him 5 yards without the clock moving. Carter with an encroachment. So that's the 5th Bronco penalty for 44 yards. So Luther Blue on 3rd and 8. Medium fly. Landry has time. He looks. Everyone's covered. He chucks it down. Incomplete. Blue leaped left. And it was too high. So Landry now has 4th and 8. And so we come down to this. If you go for it and don't make it, you're putting Denver in field goal range almost immediately. If you punt it, you have 3 timeouts and a quarterback who keeps getting nailed. What do you do, gang? I'll give it a minute. It's Thanksgiving. It's a sharing thing. Besides, I needed a drink. Both teams need this game. This is you can't really lose it, even though Detroit's in better shape if they lose in Denver. If that makes a difference. Clock will stop no matter what, because we're at 2:02. All right. Go for it, we shall. 4th and 8. Thompson on a medium hitch. Landry is going to get sacked. Alzado ripped him down. And so Denver is a first down from winning this game from the 22. But Detroit has 3 timeouts, and Denver has a pathetic field goal kicker in Jim Turner. Armstrong, sweep to the right on first down from the 22. The Lions have got to stop this. They do at the 20. Weaver makes a tackle, a gain of 2. Lions call timeout, 1:49 to go. You know, I probably would have punted, but it really wouldn't matter because you're going to run the same 3 plays. Excuse me, Keyworth to the left on the sweep. Across the 20 to the 20. No gain. O'Neal with a tackle. Detroit standing him right up. 1 timeout left for the Lions, 1:43. And so it's 3rd and 8. Keyworth on a dive. Just to set this up for Turner. He's going to get some yards. Naumoff with a stop a gain of 4. The Lions will let this run. Turner has a 52% chance of making this. 4th and 4 from the Lions 16. It's a 33-yard kick. If Denver misses, the Lions will have 1 timeout and the ball at the 20. If they make it, it will be then they would need the Thanksgiving miracle of all miracles. Dilts will hold it. Turner kicks it. It is going to be good. And that's the best kick Turner has had today. So 1:11 to go, and it's 20-10 Denver. So here we go. Detroit will down it. They need 2 scores, and they have 71 seconds to do it. No pressure. 3 wide receivers. Thompson joins Blue and Scott with Larry Kane. Thompson. Short hitch. Landry throws really quickly to Thompson. Down the sideline. He's going for the 30. West brings him down in bounds. Clock running 1:05. Hill. Short out. Landry. Takes too long. Incomplete. 48 seconds left. And I forgot to say head out of bounds. So 3rd and 3 for the Lions from their own 27. Kane Just get the first down in the flat. He doesn't get it. He dropped it. Gradishire knocked it loose. And Kane drops the second pass of the game. So 4th and 3. It doesn't matter. They got to go. Thompson on a short hitch. Landry is blitzed. He throws. Thompson has it. He's got a first down. West will make the tackle. Does he get out of bounds? Of course not. Of course. Detroit calls time. 34 seconds left. A sideline pattern. You're sitting by the sideline and you can't get out of bounds. Timeout called. 1st and 10 from the 32. Blue on a long cross. Landry's blitzed. He jumps it down to Scott, who needs to get out of bounds. Wright makes a tackle. It's a gain of 5. They can't get out of bounds. Detroit has to hurry. Medium out to Hill, the tight end. Broncos blitz. Throw intercepted by Thompson. Denver's going to hang on and win. So the Broncos will move to 9 and 4, and the Lions fall to 6 and 7. But the Lions aren't out of it. Armstrong on a trap right, and that'll do it. Denver wins a good game. Purifoy 20-10. Denver wins it. You know what, Mark? I'm sure I'm going to do another NFC Central game. I'll try to remember that because I think it will. It's probably going to matter for Detroit. But if it doesn't, I'll find a way to squeeze it in for you, buddy. How's that? That's what Saturday nights are for. I didn't do it with no box. So no new injuries for Denver or Detroit. King is out for a week. So here's the scoring. Most of it in the second half. Turner did hit 2 field goals for Denver. From 32 and 33. Keyworth on a 1-yard run. That was the only touchdown in the second half. Ricardo hit a field goal. Team stats. Denver. This was Denver's game all the way. The net yardage was only off by 1, but until I subbed to put Greg Landry in, Detroit's offense just couldn't get anything going. And the stats, well, Landry wasn't a heck of a lot better than Danielson now, was he? And Weiss, 9 sacks. Detroit had 9 sacks. It's going to sound like a school closing list here. Baker had 2, English had 2, Woodcock had 2, O'Neal had 2, and Gay had 1. 68 tackles, 9 sacks. Denver got to the Detroit quarterback 3 times. All right. Hey, thank you so much. Enjoy your Thanksgiving Day tomorrow. I enjoyed doing this special for you. Might do something for you tomorrow night. Might get someone on camera. Might play some baseball. I'd rather get someone on camera, though, and just shoot the stuff for you. Hey, thanks for being here. I'm Ron Juckett. Have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you soon.